It's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
Now, this is the part which we never really got beyond in Greg's future.
Right.
And I think because I was a tyrant.
Right.
We can talk the talk.
What talk?
Like Rihanna wants. But can you walk that walk? So can you write for 10 minutes a day for the next week? Can you know when you wake up? Can you? And I mean, this is I'm not going to check in on you, but it's nice the idea. Email someone. You know, this is to be on production, to be an assistant editor, to like these skills will always bring you money. As long as we're building skills, that's going to help us.
Right. But to I'd be that guy again.
What
I
guy?
don't really have any skills.
No, you're not expected to though.
But I can't be a web designer.
People just want to like you. When people hire you, they just want to like you. And they don't care if you have skills or not for some things.
Right.
For most things, I would say.
Yeah.
One time I was a pastry chef in a kitchen. I cooked every single dessert.
At a reputable restaurant.
At a hardcore Chelsea restaurant with no cooking experience. Let alone baking, which is a science. And I did it for a year and I fucked up a lot, but I learned a lot. And
Fake it till you make it.
In line with what I wanted to do the rest of my life, but it was an awesome experience. And now you just ate one of the cookies I made. And it was good.
I've just been thinking about this. It might be one of the greatest metaphors I ever thought of. You know the Zelda video games, yeah?
Me?
Yes. So Link.
Talking to the audience.
Link. In every game, he's just some little kid living in his village, doesn't want anything.
Right.
Something happens to him, and this is the hero's journey, that pulls him out of himself.
Right.
And slowly, he gets skills. He didn't want to have the boots that made him walk on water, but he got them. He needed them to get to the hammer that would break the rock. And he didn't really want that hammer, but he needed that so he could get to the flute that would help him find the ghost village. And he didn't even want to go to the ghost village, but he had to go there, you know, for whatever reason. I forget what happens at the ghost village. He learned to do the up jump. So he doesn't have those skills at the beginning of the journey. That's not how life works. We're not born with the skills. We acquire them along our way to help us survive.
Usually not through a formal school setting. Usually through working with someone who knows.
That's a great point.
Right.
So that's all I want you to do. You are excused from having any skills. And the quicker you can forgive yourself for having no skills, which also isn't true, you do have skills, but the quicker you can forgive yourself from that delusion, the better you'll be.
Also, I would add that sometimes it makes you more attractive because they can pay you less money. Because you don't have that master's degree in whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the thing that you learn, or the thing that you earn instead of money, is those skills.
Right. And they can mold you in the way they want to mold you from the beginning.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking that like with editing, like kids in like high school, like would buy editing software,
Greg,
and then edit their own stuff.
Kids in high school went to pastry classes.
You motherfucking idiot.
Just
getting that soup blown off, cool. Now, Greg, that is true. There are people like me who within the last year are slowly learning editing.
Right.
So you might not be the first one there, but you're ahead of a lot of other people. And ultimately, editing is a skill that you can learn, and it's also your taste that you apply to editing.
Right.
So it's not only the most proficient editors that are good, it's also the people with taste. You have good taste.
And just like...
Now, this is the last time you can say but.
You're not allowed to be the devil's advocate after this last one. You get one
because
more.
There is no devil. Do you know that? There's no devil, there's no God.
Either.
It's just the world, and mostly it's stuff in our head.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking, like mom and dad watching this. This is what I was brought into. There's no God. Every night I was told.
That's not the first thing we said, though. We had a Christmas tree. All right.
We had a Christmas.
So this is the last time you get to say but. And from here on out, you're only going to believe in yourself. You're only going to be positive.
I don't think And I'm not just like, I'm a downer. I don't think that anybody would hire me with just like no anything.
Well, they might hire you to be a PA.
I could maybe work with some of your
You
friends.
can work with cousin, totally. And that's you have to do.
Right.
Zelda,
But,
he doesn't start out, or Link doesn't start out with great power. He's just hustling, killing the little blobs, getting 2 experience points per blob. That's grinding.
It's a good metaphor.
And Zelda is the greatest games ever invented.
Living life without fear.